The smells generally good, generally sweet. It smells a little dark.
Yeah. I like this. It smells nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like envisioning some kind of like cakey or brownie type of thing with like some red fruit on top of it.
You're getting chocolate?
Yeah. Yeah. Like a chocolate cake.
Okay.
What's the chocolate cake with the raspberries on top? What's that called?
Chocolate raspberry cake?
I'm getting that.
Just guess.
By the way, if you appreciate this high level analysis, but you are new here, I'm Josh.
And I'm Erin.
We are Stuff and Whiskey,
Yes.
and we're not a whiskey review channel. We're a whiskey reaction channel, and really we're not even that. We just hang out and drink whiskey blind. These two samples, this pair of samples, this pairing was drawn from a bunch of different pairings, and we're just going to taste it blind.
Yep.
Taste both of these, tell you what we think of them, tell you which one we prefer, and then we'll give them a rating, and then we'll find out the price tag before we find out what we're drinking. That'll kind of serve as your review. And, you know, our preferences will be on display, but we don't have labels, hype, and bias influencing us here.
Absolutely.
Glass 1 smells like my cup of tea or whiskey. Definitely very rich, sweet, bourbony sweetness, which I like a lot.
There's a darkness to it, too. Like, sometimes you get, like, a sharp ethanol edge, and this is not that. This, the alcohol part of the nose, like, has been rounded off really nicely.
Yeah. It seems to me like potentially a high quality, low proof pour because I'm not getting any ethanol really.
Yeah, any like sharpness
other
on
than
the
the
nose.
fact that it's whiskey. Like it smells like whiskey,
Yeah.
but you know, it doesn't smell sharp at all, but there's a lot of concentration of flavor for what seems to be more of a more approachable pour.
Yeah.
Let's smell glass 2 and see how it compares.
Oh, it smells sweeter and a little brighter.
Is this thing on? I'm not getting much.
Okay. Don't hate your nose.
Did my nose turn off?
That was weird. I don't like seeing that. Kind of creeped me out.
You're welcome. Okay.
This is.
I had to wake it up.
A little brighter. I feel like there is a little edge here. I'm getting a little sharpness. Not a lot. It's nice, but in comparison to glass 1, it does come across as sharp.
Yeah, glass 1 is more of like the chocolate and raspberry moves and like brownie batter. Glass 2 to me is a little bit more just on the straight caramel, kind of like caramel toffee type of vibes. Maybe a little salted caramel too.
Okay.
There's like a little savoriness in there that I kind of like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I actually like the nose of both of these like decently well.
Yeah.
Glass 1 I'd probably prefer on the nose,
Same.
but let's get it on the palate. Glass 1, cheers. More proof than I thought.
Yeah, there's something like there's like a cleaningness about this. Like it tastes
A cleaning productness?
Yeah.
Something chemical maybe?
a little bit. I mean, I need another sip.
I'm not getting that. Other than the fact that it's coming through with more ethanol than I thought. Like, I wasn't getting any ethanol. Wow. My mouth just stopped working because I'm salivating from this. I wasn't getting any ethanol on the nose. On the palate, there's a definite thread of sharp ethanol through this pour. Now, there's a lot around that's really nice.
It feels proofy.
Yeah.
Okay, that second sip, I got more oak. I got more heat. And the sweetness that was on the nose kind of went away. Like, it's there. It's kind of anchoring. But it's hot.
Yeah. It's got some heat to it. Like, if you, if you're one of those folks that think, like, ketchup and ranch dressing is hot, this will be very hot for you.
People think ketchup and ranch dressing are hot?
Some people do.
Who? I've never met anyone.
Some people are very spice sensitive and heat
Ketchup?
sensitive. But it's more a joke. But yes, there are people who do think ketchup is a little spicy. I like hot stuff. That is a hot pour for what it is, but I like it. It's good. It's not offensive. There's a lot of flavor that's being driven with the heat. You know, it's like you eat a dish that's got some jalapenos or something in it, and there's a residual heat left in your mouth after you're done eating. Mm-hmm. That's kind of what's going on with glass 1 right now. There's a residual, like, almost like a pepper type of heat, not a flavor, but just that sensation of heat.
Yeah.
But all the flavors that were there on the nose are on the palate, and I really like those flavors. Like it's got more oak, to your point,
Yeah.
than the nose would lead on. Like it's got a nice bit of oak in there to balance out everything. I like the last one a lot.
Yeah, I do too. I think I'm a little bit like I kind of don't know what to do with my hands. Like,
Okay. Well, why don't you use your hands to grab glass 2?
Okay.
And let's get it down the hatch. Much softer.
Yeah. And it's softer. This is wild. It's softer on the palate as far as the ethanol edge too than the nose led me to believe. And the opposite is true with glass 1. It is a little more harsh on the palate than the nose led me to believe. So I think for me, what I'm dealing with at the moment is like recalibrating my expectations, because the nose of both of these kind of told me one thing and then the palate is telling me something else. So I need to kind of like reset what I think these should be.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know. It's like when you're like in the online dating world and then someone puts like their best pictures up there and then you meet them in real life and then they don't look as good as their photos.
Are you saying hypothetically?
Hypothetically.
Or did you do a lot of online dating back in the day?
I did not.
Yeah.
I was on Tinder for 1 month.
And then you realized that's not the place you needed to be.
And then I got overwhelmed and I got off Tinder, yeah.
That was way back in the early days.
That was when Tinder was like the only thing to be on. Like on your phone. Like you could there was Match.com and stuff, but like if you wanted a phone app, I think Tinder was the only one.
Gotcha.
All the other ones
I know this is many people watching our channel right now relate to this content an awful lot.
Stuff, and this is the stuff part.
Hey, you gonna get this stuff.
I
right?
mean,
look, glass 2, maybe, you know what? I'm busted. Maybe I was stretching on the salted caramel. I wanted it to be there, and on the nose, I could get there on the nose, but on the palate, it doesn't have that to me, and that is disappointing. So I'm doing some expectation management over here as well, because I really like that note. Like, dude, I mean, you get a chocolate chip cookie or something that's got some cracked sea salt on top of it.
when you make them, you do that. That's really good.
Yeah, man. Like sea salt with caramel or any kind of baked good is so good, and I really wanted that to be on glass 2, and I'm not getting it. But what is here, I don't know if I like or not yet. It's leaning a little bit nutty for me.
Okay.
In like a little bit of like a weird, like those peanut butters that you gotta stir,
Like the natural peanut butter?
Yeah, just give me Jif. Like I don't want to stir my peanut butter. This is giving me some like holistic, like Whole Foods type peanut butter vibes.
Oh, interesting.
And I'm not sure how I feel about it. So I'm going to clear my palate with some water and start with glass 2 and go backwards.
Sometimes I feel like the fact that we're doing this on the internet puts some unnecessary pressure on me specifically. I don't know about you. Where I feel like I have to know more about what I'm drinking than I do. Or like come up with
things to say
when I don't have a lot to say.
Not having a lot to say because the pour's not giving you a lot to say about it in and of itself is saying a lot about the pour.
True, but I find that I do that more often than not.
And also, I know a lot of people watching, maybe some people watching relate more to my palate and some of the notes that I throw out, and other people relate more to your palate.
Yeah.
And that's just, it's natural. Like the genesis of this channel, it's been a long time since we talked about this, and I'll keep this very brief, under 30 seconds. I watch a lot of content and listen to a lot of content in other spaces that aren't whiskey. Cars, watches, shoes, whatever, all kinds of interests that pocket knives, EDC stuff. And I've always enjoyed podcasts and formats where one host is more of a nerd and the other host is more of a novice. And that's how this started, which is why Erin's a social sipper, because that's when she drinks whiskey. She doesn't drink whiskey for tasting notes or really even flavors. Like you just you have pours and you either like them or you don't like them in the context of social situations. I'm more of a nerd and nerd out on tasting notes and the history of it all and the age statements and the details and all that. So
I feel like I've
what you're
regressed
seeing.
though in my abilities to taste specific things.
Maybe you are just, maybe you're just the caterpillar turning into the butterfly.
Like, cause it
maybe,
all,
maybe you're just being who you were always meant to be.
generally speaking, whiskey tastes like whiskey. There are subtle nuances. Some taste more whatever. But like generally speaking, whiskey is whiskey. And I think I'm at that point where a lot of it is tasting not the same, but a lot of it is tasting in this like
Narrow scope.
narrow scope of good. Like it's
Yeah.
a lot of it is good, and I can't tell you why, but they're all in this one category. And the nuances of what makes them a little bit better than the other are like so minute, like it wouldn't even show up on a scale.
So you're saying this as like a social sipper and
Yeah.
somebody who's not big into whiskey, and you may be tasting whiskey at home and thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Especially if you're into bourbon, which these taste like 2 bourbons.
Mm-hmm.
There is a narrow scope of flavors. There's not a ton of flavors within the context of straight bourbon. And Glass 2 especially definitely just tastes kind of like you would expect bourbon to taste.
Mm-hmm.
Like it tastes like 107-ish, 110-ish proof bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the flavors that are in almost every bourbon you've ever drank are in this glass. And there's nothing necessarily remarkable.
But there's also nothing necessarily
Bad.
bad.
Yeah, I think when kids say things are mid, it's a ding, like it's a negative.
Mm-hmm.
This is just mid, like it's mid in the most mid way. Like it's not bad.
It's your average
Yeah.
pour, but average being the status quo, which is average isn't bad. I think a lot of times people think average is bad, but average is what you expect. So average is normal.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people and a lot of things want to be normal. So if you want to be normal, average is good. If you want to be above average, then taste better.
Yeah.
I don't know. That doesn't make sense.
I've got ratings. I'm ready to rock and roll whenever you are. I'm going to give Glass 1 a strong thumbs up. I really like it. Revisiting it, that ethanol edge that I got is taming down as my palate gets accustomed to the proof and whatever's going on in this glass. And it's becoming more cohesive, and I'm really enjoying Glass 1. Definitive thumbs up. Glass 2, I could go thumbs up or just okay. I feel like a lot of things do what Glass 2 does, though. And so, if I got to taste it and it were sitting on the shelf and I could buy it, I'm half the time I'm going to walk out empty-handed. The other half the time I might buy it, depending on how I'm feeling, what the budget's looking like.
Yeah.
I'm going to give Glass 2 a just okay, tentatively. If the value's really good, I could come up to a thumbs up. Conversely, if the value on Glass 1 is whack, then I can go down to just okay.
Yeah.
But I really do like Glass 1. It is my preference.
Okay. I do have a preference to Glass 1, but I am giving both of these just okay. Because none of them stood out to me as anything that I would, want to buy. Therefore, I can't give it a thumbs up in good conscience.
Well, we will see if these price tags of these pours match up with our experience. Glass 1 and our key is number 32.
32.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
She's expensive.
It's $200.
I could see it.
Dang, Gina.
I could see it. I mean, I don't want.
She smelled good.
I don't want to pay that for it. Like I want to pay $100 or less for that, but I want to honestly pay $100 or less for every bottle of whiskey. I don't really like to spend over $100 a bottle. Yeah, I almost have to take another sip to see if I can even. I almost have to go just okay.
Yeah.
I don't even have to take another sip. I'm gonna go just okay on Glass 1.
Okay.
I like it. The value for me, again, money means different things to different people. If you watch a channel enough, you'll get accustomed to the way that we feel about money. $200 is a lot of money for us to spend on a bottle of whiskey, and Glass 1 is close to making me want to spend that, but I really would like to spend $100 for it. I'm not jumping out of my seat to spend $200 for it. So it's just okay, but I really enjoy it.
Yeah. I'm saying just okay. I don't know. I feel really dumb today, so I don't have a lot to say. I'm keeping my mouth shut.
Sometimes brain don't work good.
I'm really tired today. I did not sleep great last night, so my brain is working at half capacity. So I apologize in advance.
Yeah. All right. Glass number 2, number 31.
$60.
Tastes like it.
Yeah.
I'm staying just okay.
I'm staying just okay too. I do feel like it is worth $60, but the flavor profile is not to my exact liking.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm staying just okay. But I do feel like it is not overreaching to charge $60 for
No.
this.
If you ask me how much you think glass 2 would cost, I would say $60.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it tastes exactly like a $60 bottle should taste. It's not going to blow you away, but it's also not a waste of money.
Yeah.
Let's find out what glass number 2 is first.
Number 31.
Number 31 in our key.
Ba-da-doo. Four Roses Small Batch Select.
Oh. So glass 1's probably a Four Roses limited edition small batch.
It is. So glass 1 is the 2021 Four Roses limited edition. So the glass number 2 is 104 proof. Glass number 1 is 114.2 proof.
Yeah.
And the Four Roses LE is so glass number 1 is thanks to Bill and Delia Kavanaugh. So thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you,
for
Bill and
sending
Delia.
us this sample to taste against the.
This was fun. I didn't know Bill had this bottle until he sent the sample. 2021's a while back now.
That's when we started the channel.
I know.
2021.
And I do believe that 2021 Four Roses small batch, limited edition, whatever they call it, limited edition small batch.
There was no small batch listed here.
That's what it's called, though. It's just too many words. I tried to shorten it so that you'd have to turn your phone sideways.
Oh, thanks.
I was looking out for you.
I appreciate you.
But yeah, it's Four Roses small batch, limited edition, whatever year.
Okay.
The 2021, I believe, maybe it's a 2019, is legendary. One of those two is legendary.
Oh, okay.
This is very good.
And the nose was very impressive. Like, when we first smelled it, the initial impression on the nose was divine, I would say.
And the reason I put it in here is because Bill sent a sample.
Yeah.
And I was like, what could I put it up against? And then I remember so many times people have put Small Batch Select up against limited editions and blind flights, and Small Batch Select has beat some of the limited editions.
Interesting.
And maybe if this were a 2022 or 2023 or 2024, maybe it would have. It didn't beat the 2021 for us today.
Correct.
But honestly, one of the things at the end of these videos that we like to talk about is, do these experiences line up with how we feel non-blind?
I don't know. Can you remember that for me?
That's my job.
Yeah.
My job. Four Roses Small Batch Select it's accurately priced at $60. It was in our market $72.99 for quite some time, and I never bought it at that. Now it's down to $59.99, and I'll keep a bottle around at that price. But also, when we run out, I'm not rushing to get another one. So it's a fun bottle to have on the shelf and try comparing to other things, but it's not a need-to-have bottle for us. Might be for you. Let us know in the comments below if you really love Small Batch Select. With that said, 2021 Four Roses limited edition, very good, but I feel exactly about this blind, knowing the price tag versus the taste, as to how I feel about all Four Roses limited editions, which is, I wish they were $100 or $150.
Interesting.
And I don't like that they've crept up to $200+ now. So that is what it is.
Okay.
Are they for you? Only you can be the judge of that. I think we did kind of accurately convey, I say the last thing that needs to be said, the last two things that need to be said. One, if you like our palettes and you want to get some of our barrel picks where we go to distilleries and hand select barrels.
Don't judge my palate by today's video, please.
Go down to the video description. The very top is the link to our Patreon. You can also get plugged into our Discord through there. But do Patreon's where we do barrel picks. That's how you get access. Discord is how you get plugged into our fantastic online whiskey community, and people are helping each other out and talking whiskey all day long over on Discord. Or if you just want some behind the scenes content, some additional live streams, some unsupervised me nerding out about whiskey over on Patreon live streams, and you can do that over there. Secondly, I will say this, on memory, this 2021 is one of the better tasting Four Roses small batch limited editions that I can remember. They do vary quite a bit. Like every year, they're not blending to a profile or they're trying to blend to a standard of what they feel like is really good whiskey, but they're not blended to any specific profile.
Taste profile.
Right. Okay. They're taking the stocks that they have and trying to make the best thing they can make. Sometimes it's a little bit more like chocolate raspberry like this. Sometimes it's a little bit more caramel oaky.
Gotcha.
Sometimes it's a little bit more like
they work with what they
strawberry
have.
cherry. Yeah, it moves around, and sometimes they've got more old stock in it. Sometimes less old stock. It just kind of depends. So it's always a moving target. Honestly, like, yeah, the just okay is kind of take it or leave it. And Four Roses Small Batch Limited Edition is not a bottle that if I saw on the shelf and I didn't have the budget, I would not suffer your wrath.
You wouldn't ask for forgiveness, not permission for
Correct.
that bottle.
That's one that I would say, hey, I'd call you. If it's a George C. Stagg, I'm just buying it and we'll figure it out later. King of Kentucky, I'm buying it. We'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
Four Roses Small Batch Limited Edition, I'm going to call you and be like, hey, we don't have the money in the budget. I already spent it, but this is a limited release. And, can I go ahead and grab it and like borrow from next month's budget? And, and then you could say yes or no. And if you said no, I'd be like, all right.
I tried.
I wouldn't walk out of the store like with a tear rolling down my cheek. Yeah, it's a
if
fine
you're going to
bottle.
cry about whiskey, you've got other problems I think you need to talk about.
I got all kinds of problems I need to talk about, but none of them are related to whiskey. So
There you go. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Be good to each other, and until next time,
cheers. And stop and smell the roses. Sorry, I know that was
That
corny.
was so cheesy.
I'll have our video editor take that out.
Okay, so you'll take that out?
I'm not editing this thing.
Oh, yeah.